Deepak, how can I feel a personal unity with the child who went to grade school, the kid who was in college or graduate school, and a young father, and as I am today? I feel like I'm that same person, yet every molecule in my body is different than it was then. Sure, I have this continuity of memory, but memory itself is fragile and fallible. So how can I have this personal identity?
Your only identity is pure awareness. Your only identity is pure consciousness. Now that consciousness takes on several identities by identifying with this body, with these thoughts, with these personal relationships. The more you label it, the more personalized it gets as an experience. But it is still pure consciousness all the time. So when you call me on the phone, say, who's calling? It's me. Okay, the most common word we use is I, me, mine. So who's me? It's Robert. Well, it's a name. Who gave you that name? Your mother gave it to them. She could have called you Philip or Deepak if she was in India. Okay, so it's just an arbitrary notation. And then, of course, there are other notations: culture, religion, ethnic identity, historical identity, financial status, relationships. So,
well, those are things kind of appended to me,
but
I still have this inner sense of that there's a me. Now, maybe the me is a little older, a little grayer, a little wealthier. But it's the same me.
The same me is universal. There's only one me. There's only one I, okay, that has pretended to be all these other I's by taking on specific labels, okay, not this but that, not that but this, okay, so that's how we create personal identity. But it's it's ephemeral, it's transient, it has no substantiality, and yet there's a sense I exist. Even in deep sleep, you can maintain that sense I exist. I maintain that you can in death.
Okay, I'm just worried about how I have this continuity in life. If you can give it to me in death, I mean, you're...
It's identifying with specific memories and experiences, that's all.
I can envision if I strip out memories, I would still have the sense, this first-person sense that I am me. I would still have that. That's the core.
We all have
I don't feel a pure consciousness.
We all have
I don't feel my consciousness merging into yours or to the universe. I feel I'm very independent.
Okay, I've heard that from you many times. But, a peacock has a sense of I. Okay?
Maybe, yeah, different
sense. A bird has a sense of I. A lion has, an alligator has, a frog has. Do you think they're different eyes, or they're the same eye with a different expression?
I think they are certainly different eyes. I think compared species.
There are different electricities or one electricity? There's different gravity or one gravity? There's different space-time or one space-time?
So certainly gravity and space-time are universal qualities.
So is consciousness.
And so if you draw the analogy, each gravitational body...
By the way, they're all experiences. We quantify them, and that's what science is. Science is the measurement of experience. Science is the quantification of experience. Science doesn't ask who's measuring. You have this huge measurement problem. Well, who's measuring?
So how does that affect the personal identity that I feel?
I like to say I used to be an atheist till I realized I was God. And so is everyone else. There is nothing other than God.
You're defining God as pure consciousness.
Pure consciousness, universal consciousness.
But that doesn't help me with my personal identity. How does that help me?
You're bamboozled by the superstition of materialism. That's the problem.
I feel what I feel.
You're identifying with everything that doesn't exist.
It's the
other
only,
than as a transient
it's the only thing I know that
fluctuation,
exists.
other than a transient fluctuation in consciousness.
Everything you're saying is very theoretical. It's a lot of words.
It's total experience.
It's beautiful.
It's my
it may be,
experience.
poetic, but it's not what I feel. I feel a personal
It's my
sense.
experience. And
That's your experience.
Yeah.
So
And
how do you have that? How
It
do you have that
expresses itself as love, compassion, joy, equanimity, transcendence,
Those are things
loss
that you
of the
feel.
fear of
Those
death.
are things that you feel.
Yeah,
That's
and-
not what you are.
What I am is the awareness in which those experiences occur.
But you're a unique awareness of that. That's what I'm trying to get at. The unique difference that makes Deepak an individual that doesn't blur and blend into the rest.
Awareness is a field in which observers, modes of observation, and objects of observation all arise and subside as qualities of awareness. Before a wave arises in the ocean, it's water. As a wave, it's water. As it goes back into the ocean, it's water. It doesn't lose its wateriness. So too, you don't lose your essence of I as you express yourself as a child, as a husband, as whatever you are. Those are transient experiences. They are patterns of behavior. They're not you. They're patterns of behavior of consciousness.